MAC lip gloss. Jesus, we already off to a rocky start. Why am I even checking this thing knowing I don't have any? This is just not good. But anyway, if you are catching the replay, that means I didn't get, y'all know how I get, and so I got to leave it up. I'm just waiting right now until people actually get the notifications and they come in the room. Come on in. What's up, Roger? Hey, everybody. Okay, so I guess people are starting to get notification. But again, like I was saying, if you're watching the replay, that means I ain't cut up. So mother got to leave it out. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Vixen. Oh, gosh. So I wanted to come on and say hi. It's a couple things I wanted to cover. Hey, Tracy Hill. I feel like I ain't been on live in a minute. I need to start going live on TikTok. I don't know why that's just like foreign territory to me. But first of all, can you all hear me okay? I have the air up really high. And I'm like, I don't know if that's impeding the sound. Y'all let me know if you can hear it. Hey, Tyson, Bo Bison. Son of tennis. Okay, y'all can hear. Okay, thank you. How is everybody doing? I'm waiting on my coffee to kick in. I'm getting ready to run to the gym real quick. Girl, keep that air. Yes, listen. Sky high. You understand me? How is everybody doing? How has everybody been? You can hear me okay? Good. I turned off my Bluetooth and I'm hoping that the phone don't overheat. It's not overbearing. Okay, cool. Thank you, because I don't want to put it down. But I'm getting ready to go to the gym and then I got to go back and get to work. So first things first, I said I needed to give my people an apology. You never catch a live. Hey, you ready for a vacation? Girl, me too. I am doing well. I am doing well now. I was not doing well for a while. So what happened was, and that's why I needed to come on, because I need to send an email to the people that made orders, but I also wanted to make sure I said something on live. Hey, Terry Baltimore. So I had to shut down on everything because my baby got sick, y'all. My baby got sick. He ended up with, I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but if you got a kid in daycare, you probably have. It's called hand, foot, mouth. So evidently somebody took their child to school sick. My baby played with him. And then he got sick, and it's just now to the point where he no longer has blisters. So if you're not familiar with hand, foot, mouth, basically it's a virus. Anybody can get it, but it's really, really prevalent with kids. And so it's a virus that when the body is dealing with it, it shows up with blisters. So he had bumps all around his mouth, on his arms, his legs, his feet. And they were painful. So he wasn't sleeping and everything like that. And then it's contagious. So you can get it from just like air, pathogens, all this stuff, and then also touch. So I had to shut down on my business. So Champion Beauty, I had to shut down. But where I messed up was I should have sent out an email letting people know I was going to be delayed. So this message is be letting people know I'm so sorry for the delays. They are coming out. I'm getting ready to go finish packing up everything now. But it's like everybody that works with me is in contact with him because it's a family business. So he gets a hugging and stuff. And so it's just like, just for everybody's safety, it was best to shut down, quarantine, sanitize, all that other good stuff. So he's finally okay. I'm hoping that he'll be back. Well, it's kind of middle of the week, so he didn't go to school this week. And so, hey, Cynthia. So basically the school had a rule. They was doing temperature checks going forward, and if you had any bumps on your body, you could not come. And so my baby's blisters dried up, but they still had a scab on it. So he wasn't eligible to go to school. So preferably this time next week, I would be real free. But like now that the bumps are gone, I'm back to work. But working with him in the home is a lot. Amen, somebody. Thank God for daycare workers. When he go back to school, he's going to be getting some gifts dropped off to the teachers, because I'm like, Lord, y'all deal with not just him, but y'all got a room full of him. Daycare workers are an anointed species, baby. I ain't got that type of oil on me. No. Time to dope him up on cod liver oil. Hey, Mary Burst, I'm well. Cod liver oil is nasty. I don't know. That's one of them things like in the same category when I hear castor oil and Father John and stuff like that. Get up out my face. I don't want it. Maybe I should do that just because, it's a cultural practice. I put you like some fish oil and all that other stuff. It works. Yeah, so that's what's been going on, why I haven't been able to do everything. We have not been able to film more of the podcast because I couldn't expose her. Like when I say life got flipped upside down with this mess, it really, really did. But thank God things are finally back to normal. Father Johns was your guy. He ain't none of mine. He ain't none of my. No, Roger. I was just saying my baby had got sick, but he cool now. He finally the bumps have dried up, so I can finally get back to work. Cause like the rule was, they were saying that if he still had blisters on his body, he was still contagious. So we finally at the point where he ain't contagious no more. So yeah, that's that. How have you all been? My grandson had that. Get you some oil of oregano, rub it down on him at night so the bumps won't leave dark spots. I need to do that because here's the thing. I love my baby's skin. My baby got some pretty chocolate skin, buddy. And so it left like some marks around his face. It's like some discoloration on the places where the blisters dried up and all the things. And so it did something to his face. It's coming back to normal, but you can definitely tell the discoloration. So I'll look into that. Thank you, y'all. And that just made me have a flashback when I talked about my baby's skin. I want us to do better about I'm glad everything is good. Thank you. I want us to do better as a culture about what we say about people. Because this one lady, she almost got popped. I talked about this in a vlog not too long. Well, now it was, girl, when the last time I did a vlog? I started one on Memorial Day. My family, we had a good old time. It was funny. And I set the camera down and I ain't picked it back up. So that's, yeah. So there's that. But anyway, a vlog a long time ago, I told y'all about how I took my son with me to the grocery store, and the lady in the checkout line said that that's a pretty chocolate boy, and that when he get grown, he gonna be a problem. He gonna be sexy. And at this point in time, my baby was still in a pumpkin seed. I cannot fathom me thinking, looking at a baby in a pumpkin seat and putting the word sexy in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't feel weird to you? That don't feel weird to you? Because now you got me looking at, what you thinking about my son? He handsome. He gonna be a problem when he get older, his sexy self. Huh? Who say that about a 1-year-old? Like, huh? And she was an older lady, and I was like, I know she don't mean no harm, but that's weird. The St. Louis just came out. That's weird. Okay. That's so weird. Yeah, just say my baby is cute. You don't have to say that. Like, what? And he gonna be a problem. I want my baby to be a gentleman. Speaking of which, y'all, there's so many things that I've been wanting to share with you all about that I have experienced in life. But a lot of people benefit from me saying I really do take my walk with God serious, and because of that, I don't put certain things on blast. But when I say the last couple of months, y'all know Risa Tisa on TikTok, baby, she ain't got nothing on the story that I could tell y'all. Yeah, sexualizing the kid is weird. But yes, I choose to walk in love. I choose to walk in forgiveness. But sometimes I just be wanting to air some N words out. You understand me? I sometimes want to, and I choose to keep my mouth closed. I choose to keep my mouth closed. But it's life be life, and I'll just say that. And we're talking about sexualizing kids. That's what brought it up. I'm finna tell y'all something. Now, this is something. This really did happen. I wasn't going to talk about this, and I'm not going to go into specific details, but I will say we finna talk a little bit faith. Y'all know, at one point in time, I was just like, I don't try to force it, but I'm like, I am who I am, and y'all know I'm a church girl. Hey, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all about the power of prayer. So if ever you feel that nudge in the middle of the night, and you're like, I don't feel like getting up, I'm gonna tell you why you should. Speaking of sexualizing kids, if you are triggered by conversations about child abuse, exit now, because I'm going to tell y'all something that happened. And I'm going to give y'all a real short story because I don't want to make it, I don't want to make it a big, huge deal, even though it was. So there's this guy that wanted to pursue me. And long story short, I remember he asked me to pray about it, and I did. And I saw two things. Y'all know I walk with God real close. And I know right now it's a trend on social media, like people be trying to monetize the gospel. I ain't that. Like, if I never get on camera again, y'all never see me again, I'm still gonna be me, right? But I don't take that. I'm frozen. Did I freeze? Okay, somebody tell me something. Hold on. Wait. Okay, she got me back. Everybody, anybody else? Or are we good? Do I need to stop? Okay, it didn't freeze for you. Okay. So what happened was there was this guy that was interested in me, and I prayed about it, right? And so in praying about it, I saw two things from the Lord. And so the first thing I saw was a vision, right? And I try not to get too deep about it because I know everybody don't have the same beliefs as me, and I don't want to be like forcing, you're gonna take this. But anyway, but I gotta be true to me. So I saw this vision that the Lord gave me, and it was me standing next to him, and I was praying over a child. It was like a baby in the crib, and I put my hand on the baby back. I was praying over this kid, and I kept praying against child abuse. The next thing you know, I was praying, and I asked God, who is this person to me? Like, should I even allow this man in my life? Because one thing about it, I'm going to pray about everything. Like, before I connect with you, go on a date with you, or anything like that, I'm going to pray about it. So I prayed, and I asked God, I was like, is it okay? And I heard the Lord say, I've called you to intercede for him. So I let my guard down with this person. We get close. And long story short, why did this man tell me? Why did this man straight tell me that he had a confession to make? And the confession was he harmed a child. And he said the Lord told him he could not move forward with me without making that confession. And I called the police. He is currently incarcerated. He did not get bail. Well, they just adjusted some things, but yes. But here's the kicker. The reason I said about the power of prayer. The day he made this confession to me, that morning I woke up at 4 a.m. and I heard very heavily from God, you need to pray. And I'm like, I'm asleep. But I got up and I prayed, right? And so it's 4 a.m. I'm praying, and I see his face, and I began to pray very heavily about him, and just like, Lord, praying for truth, praying against his past and things like that, just praying. And he called me later that day and told me, God told me I had to tell you this. So just imagine, I did not wake up to pray that day. So if ever you feel that urge from the Lord and he's telling you, get up and pray, get up. Because I could seriously be in relationship with that person, and thank God it didn't work. But yes, he did confess to me that he harmed a child in a sexual way. And I got on the phone with social worker. Me and social worker got on the phone with child abuse. Child abuse contacted the police department, and that nigga source, he was in jail that night. I don't play about children. But I say all that to say, yeah, definitely, it pays to be in tune with God. Because when I say, like I told y'all, a lot of people, they use God for content. This is my real walk. And I believe that truly, because I really do walk closely with God, he was not going to allow me to walk into a trap. And I do believe that God allowed that man to make that confession to me because he knew I was going to report that so-and-so. And we did, and he is incarcerated, awaiting trial. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, prayer works. Prayer works. God protected my child by making sure I didn't get into connection with him for real, and God protected that child that was harmed because that child was in his custody. Okay? If ever the Lord wakes you up to pray, he might be waking you up just because he wants to spend time with you, and that's a beautiful thing too. But he could be waking you up to pray because you're blocking something, okay? All right, I want to say that it's something about that conversation where we was talking about Champ and somebody sexualizing him in their comments that brought that up. So yeah, make sure y'all, it pay to pray. Even if you ain't walking perfect, God don't require perfection out of you. He requires effort and faith. Use your faith and start praying. All right? Listen to me. If... Yeah, this was recent. So y'all know previously I was in a relationship. I never told y'all, me and that person, we did not work out. Great guy, just was not the guy for me. And I have a very, very, here's the thing. People only take you as seriously as you take yourself, and I do not play about me. I have a 1 year deadline, and I feel like at this age, because I'm big grown, if in 1 year we ain't ready to get married, that's going on to the next. And so we hit our year. It was long distance, and that caused a lot of issues. And so it was just best to go ahead and wrap that up. But then I ended up getting involved with this person. We didn't really go all the way there. But yeah, this was a recent situation. Yeah, it was a recent situation, and that ended. I thank God for that. And so I have been blessed to say that how do I say this? I told you already, it was somebody around. That this one is sane. Amen. Amen. He's sane. He would never do that foolishness that, yeah, okay. So I'm in very safe hands. But yeah, the situation that happened that I mentioned to y'all, that was like top of the year. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, certain things I really wish I could scream from the rooftops because but nah, it just would not be wise. But just know she's been having an amazing time in life. All right. She's been having an amazing time in life. I'll leave it at that. Minus the foolishness that I told y'all about. So yeah, she real quiet about it too. She ain't even posted nothing in her close friends. I ain't posting nothing. I ain't posting nothing, baby. Not in close friends. Not nothing. No, we certain things you just gotta keep it to yourself. Amen. Amen. But just know she's a very happy girl. Very happy girl. I'll just say that. Um yeah, so how's life been treating y'all? Let's move because y'all know I get to jibber jabber and then say something I ain't supposed to. Mm, yeah. Faye flew out. No, not this is local. Stop asking me questions. No. I that last situation, great guy, but the distance did cause an issue, and that made me say a firm boundary for me is I'll never do long distance ever again, ever again. So when I told y'all previously that I would be traveling a lot, now you know why. Yeah, um, you can listen to playback. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it up. So many people with platforms are so fake and full of foolishness, but you, on the other hand, one of the realest I saying, I appreciate your openness and wisdom. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, no more flying out. No more flying out. That's not for me. It's not, because here's the thing. I am a very, very lovey-dovey girl. Like when I really care about you, I want to live in your skin. You understand me? Like I listen. I'm just that. And you can't do that if you 5, 10, 15 hours away. No, that just no. Like, and if I want to just pop up and see you, like I'm the type of girl, not that I ain't a clingy crazy girl now, but if I say you just running errands, I'll be wanting to be in the car with you. Like, where are we going? Like, put me in your pocket. But you can't do that if you long distance. And so like when you long distance, you make the best of it. But I will never do that again. I will never ever do that again. Yeah. So Faith Flex is hilarious. I didn't let folks know I was getting married until about 2 months before my wedding. When I tell you, and I'm going to be discreet, I have learned the hard way the importance of privacy. And be very clear, there's a difference between privacy and secrecy. I'm not a secret person by any means, but I am private. And I've learned the hard way, even with someone in my life now, to be very, very discreet. Very, very discreet, and to keep my things very close to my chest, because I know sometimes people be praying for your downfall. I don't care nothing about that. I already know I'm covered, but it's not that. It's just some people um uh it's just best to be private. It's best to be private. Now that does not apply to abuse. Okay, if you in something toxic, get help. That's not that, but this ain't that. Okay, so I've learned the hard way. Keep my business to myself. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. We keep it to ourselves. I like to pop up at the job with lunch and say, exactly. Like, hello. Like, I love doing stuff like that. Like, okay, I gotta, like, right now I'm going to the gym. Let's work out together. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm gonna do. But anyway, it's stuff like that. I love love. Okay, I love love. I love being around people. I love expressing myself with the person that I love. And then on top of that, I am a kind of introvert. So my person, I just be want to be around them. I don't need a whole bunch of friends around. Be like, okay, what we doing today? Okay, but just grab some snacks and let's eat. The big bag. But anyway, yeah, I just be want to be around that person. And so I'm just like, long distance, it does not do that. Now I don't regret my long distance situation because it was very, very fulfilling, great guy. Like I don't have anything negative to say, but the distance, it was a lot. And so I have learned, and since I've been divorced, I'm amazing at picking people. um, I would say since I have been divorced, like once I got a divorce, I took some time off. I didn't date at all. Right. I took some time to just pour into myself, learn myself, listen to coaches that I love, listen to mentors, even women in the church. And then I applied the wisdom that was given to me. And because of that, I can just say I picked some good candidates. Every single one of them, if you was to line them up, you'd be like, yeah, yeah. And so, like, and here's the thing, just because a person is great doesn't mean they're your person. Sometimes it's just not. But at the same time, the ones, yeah, she don't miss. uh if I had a dating service, I promise you I would hook you up. I'm really good at picking them. Where do you meet them? um it's been a few places. uh, but I will just simply say the number one place is, do not be afraid to check your DMs. Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave it there before I start talking. All right. Yeah, but a lot of them, um well, I won't say a lot because it wasn't a lot of people, because I didn't let just know anybody in my space. But I would just simply say, I am, my girlfriends is texting me right now. Let me put this on do not disturb, because they've been telling me to get off live, and I don't care, we talking. um Church, for sure. um the gym, but when I say this, I mean respectfully. I would not want Planet Fitness. No, we not meeting at Planet Fitness. I need you to get a higher quality gym. That's a good place. Church. I can't say that enough. Church. Um, yeah, that was pretty much it. It's been the church and gym for me. And if I was to say more, it would just be too much. But I would just say, just be open. Just be open. Be very, very open. And I say that. Oh boy. My husband's like that too, love being around me. Yeah, like I just want to be around him. I don't have to, like, me, don't get me wrong either, because I also think it's toxic where if you're single, you have space and time for your friends, and then when you get with somebody, now all of a sudden you act like you can't keep in touch with your friends. You don't, those relationships don't matter. That's not what I'm saying either. I'm blessed to say, with some of the girls that I met on, we met through social media and became friends. We meet twice a week. We've been lax a little bit, but we meet twice a week over the phone. We meet on Zoom just to have that type of girlfriend conversation. I do have other friends. We make FaceTime dates and things like that. So I do be around my friends. So he ain't my only thing, because that'll be annoying too. Be like, you ain't got nothing to do. Like, you want to be on my face all day? You like, can I get a break? Missing you is nice. You understand me? But yeah, you ready to upgrade gyms? I understand. I understand. So the gym that I was going to, I used to go. What, it wasn't Planet Fitness at all. I was going to a private gym. Hear me clearly. That's always a good thing. Okay, private gyms are well, but I ended up moving. It was too far. But a private gym, that's a great place to meet people of good quality. Hear me well, okay? That one, and then other gyms as well. But yeah, private gyms is cool. And I would say this too: don't be afraid to go out by yourself. And when I would do that, I wasn't going out with the intention of meeting somebody. Like, some people would be like, I go to Home Depot early in the morning because that's when the bosses be there. I don't do that. I'm not going there with the intention of things. I go places where I genuinely enjoy myself, and I will go alone. And it's being honest, sometimes people find it intimidating to approach you when you're around a crowd of people. So don't be afraid to go somewhere by yourself. Take yourself out to eat, okay? Take yourself out to eat, because that actually exudes a level of confidence that is appealing to people. Like, oh, well, look at you. And it gives them the safety to come up to you and approach you. So be okay having a good time by yourself. And as you are enjoying yourself, I find that people will naturally flock to you. Like, when I say people would DM me on social media, I literally post not with the intention of thirst trapping or anything like that. I post my life. I go to the gym, I'll post myself at the gym. I go out to eat, I'll post some food sometimes, or the clothes that I would wear on Sunday, I will post that too. And I found that as I was posting for me and actually enjoying me, that energy rubbed off and they jumped in the DM. So yeah, just live a life that you enjoy. I say that, and things will naturally come to you. And I truly mean that. I don't even know how we got to this subject. Bombastic side eye, criminal defense side eye. Yeah, so that's been pretty much my life right now. You made a live. Hey Kelly. Hey Kelly. Yeah, so that's been pretty much where I've been. I had to shut down on business to tend to mom life. And that's a lot. My heart is happy, I'll say that. My family is good. Champ is finally back good. I'm getting ready to get back to work after I leave the gym. And that's been life. Life is good, minus, the little hiccup I told y'all about. God bless that soul. But yeah. So if y'all have any questions in the comments, y'all can throw that out there real quick, and then I'm finna go because I do have to go back to my son. Y'all, this is coffee. Can I tell y'all something? I've been trying to grow up. Okay, I will every week. I will do my grocery order. I will buy coffee. I will buy creamer, and these are both things that I like. And I still will get up in the morning and go to Starbucks. I will go to Scooters. I will do all the things. And so I actually brought my own coffee today. This is me being an adult for once. And I have my water as well. Clap for me. Let's give a round of applause for me for actually being a responsible adult. So here's the thing. I usually do the Premier Protein in my coffee, and it sweetens it up. However, if I'm totally honest, I do it because I felt like I needed to hit my protein goals and not because I actually enjoy it. I truly don't. This creamer is not like the super fatty one. It's from the brand Silk, the non-dairy creamer. Y'all, and I said that in the podcast thing. I don't know what's going on with my body. As I have gotten, yes, pork out, Elite, Core Elite. That one is good. I need to get that. I don't know why I forgot about that. But something is going on with my body. I am not digesting food the way that I used to. And I'm just like, whoa, what's happening here? I know she's getting ready to exit the 30s, but what is happening? There's a lot of changes going on in the body. So like we talked about in the podcast thing, there's some hormonal shifts. And that's why I have to stay in the gym. I have to stay active. I have to stay productive, because if I have free time, if I have too much free time, it's not Perry. So when okay, we're going here. We're going. Oh, I did my own nails. But no, a lot of my friends have told me, my friends that are older than me have told me that what I'm going through is very, very normal. She said hot in the tail. Listen. What's Lil Caesar tagline? Huh? But I'm trying to, keep it together. Oh, yes. Am I pregnant? No. Oh, God. Dirty 30s. One of my friends is 45. She watched the podcast episode where I talked about this, and she told me it gets worse. That as we get older, it's like we're literally dogs in heat. And I'm like, Lord, help. Because, listen. And then, hey, sissy. On top of that, I believe in being very, very honest. I don't like to put on airs for people, so I will tell you this. Anybody that that goes to the gym regularly and they are not using substances, meaning like a man that's not using testosterone or different things like that, like he's not taking steroids. Anybody that is going to the gym regularly, they have a high drive. And I mean that. And I say this with love, but it's the truth. As you take care of your body, it does things to you. It does things to you. I say it one more time. It does things to you. And that drive, and y'all know I work out about 3 times a week. And I'm getting older. I don't know if you heard the clicking, huh? Okay? Listen, the men in their 20s are on blues cues. Why are y'all taking honey packs in your See? We about to go off the edge. Eat right and move. Tail gets hot. Yes. Oh, so you go to the gym 5 times a week. I already know you on something. Okay? Listen, the more somebody takes care of themselves, the more their body will take care of them. That's why I said if you're going to the gym and you're doing it naturally, you're not putting substances in your body to like do a faux hormonal thing. When you're taking care of yourself, your body will take care of you. Okay? Honey I'm not going to read that because then I'm going to want to respond and I have to walk a fine line. Listen, go to the gym. Go to the gym. If you are finding that your drive is getting lower, your energy is getting lower, and that you kind of just like, I'd rather go to sleep than to be, I know you married, so I can say that if you rather go to sleep than to be in active worship, stay in the gym. I promise you, you're going to chase that nigga. You'll be chasing him. I'm telling you, go to the gym. How did we get here? What is going on with this conversation? Yeah, but it does. Faye in the dark. Listen, I would love to have more mature conversations, but can I tell y'all something? The saints are so easily offended. They are so easily offended. I am someone, I love the Lord. I believe in scripture. I do all the things, but I'm also very balanced as a human being, right? I'm very balanced as a human being. I will never be like, to me, if you become so hyper religious that you forget how to enjoy life as well, that's a problem. So I've been able to find the middle. But what I have found is because I have openly expressed my faith, people only want that from me. So if I crack certain jokes, people are offended. When I wear leggings to the gym, people are offended. Listen to me. One time, like for me, I cannot hide my body. Y'all know I'm bottom heavy. Y'all know the hips is wide. The butt is round and big. And that's just that. And I'm not saying that to be vulgar, but it's the truth. And so the same thing someone that is very, very skinny can wear. If I was to put it on me, people consider it vulgar because I am curvy. And so because I don't think that way, I'm just saying, oh, okay, I got on leggings at the gym. I post it. And I've had people tell me, you're advertising to men. I don't care. Listen to me. I barely like them people, okay? There's one man in this world I like, and that's just being honest. The rest of it, I love y'all. Like, I love you, but do I like you? No, I don't. I don't like y'all. I don't. I like him. I don't like y'all. And so because of that, I'm not thinking about the male gaze when I post my fitness content. I'm thinking I'm in the gym and I want to encourage other women to take care of themselves, because why? Your drive will go up as you take care of yourself. You'll take care of yourself, your body will take care of you. So I encourage other people to take care of their bodies. But there are some people, because their minds are warped, they automatically associate my body type with something vulgar. And it is so unfair to me, y'all. And so in the faith-based space, because I do faith-based content, when I do, hi Stephanie, when I do post something that doesn't, to me, there's a balance in life. Like if I crack a joke, if it doesn't align with, me preaching or something, there's people that are offended. And I'm just like, Lord, y'all gonna make my calling a shackle. And I find myself actually watering down my words, watering down my sense of humor as to not offend people, because I don't want people to be offended. And I don't want people to say, see, she's just another fake Christian. I don't want to be that person. But at the same time, I'm like, Lord, y'all don't want me to enjoy my life publicly at all. That's why I don't show that man. Because it's like, if y'all was to, like, naturally, like I told y'all, I'm very affectionate. If I was to, like, say he's sitting in front of me and I touch his neck, y'all gonna automatically assume, oh, she doing something vulgar. And it's like half the time what people would do in their life, they project it onto me. And it is so unfair. It is so unfair. But the price I gotta pay. Okay, I've been missing comments, y'all. I'm sorry. What are you supposed to wear to work out? Baby, the girls wear skirts. Listen to me. I'm not lying to you. There are people, I was raised apostolic. Some of them actually wear doilies on their head as a head cover. A lot of them will actually wear their pants with a skirt on top. Now, no disrespect to you. I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you. Am I still married? No, sister. No, sister. We got a divorce. We split up in 2022. Life has gone on to be. I went down in the dumps. Okay, it went down to the gates of hell, but it did not prevail. I shut up. I shut up. Hey, it didn't prevail, and now she's very, very happy. All right, you loved us. I love you too. No, it didn't work out. I would never bash him or anything like that. And so I will say this. Sometimes sometimes I really need my lip gloss, y'all. Sometimes people can be or at least this is my experience. Some people won't agree, but it's the truth. He is a great father to our child, but did we work out well as a husband and wife team? No, we did not. So that's why I'll never bash him or anything like that. He's been a great daddy, a great daddy. But we didn't work well as a husband and wife team at all. But yes, back to the clothing. Hold on one second. You can love the Lord, be classy, sexy, holy, and spiritual all at the same time. One doesn't cancel out the other. It's okay, Nitra. I didn't take offense to it. It's okay. I know not everybody's on YouTube all the time to know that. So yes, we split up, and this is why it's so traumatic, y'all. Our anniversary was August 11th, 2022. We split August 16th, 2022. And I had a 5-month-old baby. When I say I went through hell, I mean it. However, I thank God for therapy, okay? I thank God for a relationship with God and also therapy, because both together got me in this place now to where I'm happy and I'm whole, and he and I can be in the same room. There's no animosity. We actually get along great. There's no romantic kindling, but we are a great team when it comes to raising our child. So I'm okay with that. But yes, people do happen to, sometimes they hyper focus on religion, and it just turns into some weird things. Hold on one second. I've been missing comments. I wear bigger shorts and loose. I wear bigger. Okay. We wear what we're comfortable with. If somebody uncomfortable with your body, then they are not at the gym focusing on what they should be focusing on. I agree. I definitely think that you should wear what you're comfortable with. I am okay with leggings. I'm okay with t-shirts. There are times, like if I'm on the treadmill, I will actually wrap something around me, and that is because when I was at this different gym, that's what actually started me wearing a ring, and it just so happened that, anyway, but the men in my gym were I told y'all, when y'all work out, the testosterone was up, and they was trying it at the gym. So I would like wrap some extra clothing around my hips and butt to cover up. There's sometimes I'll put a towel on, but it's not because I'm uncomfortable with my body. I'm just uncomfortable with the way other people respond to it. And that's why I wish the girls that want BBLs, and I'm totally not against it. I think that you should, do what your body, what you choose, right? But the reality is, as unfortunate as it is, and as how much I hate to say it, there's a responsibility that comes when you are a curvy girl, especially in an urban setting. Now, don't be like, when I say this, any woman can be sexualized. There are some people that actually like petite people. Any woman can be sexualized. However, when you are very curvy, especially like if you're in a situation like me where you actually have top and bottom, there is I always feel an extra sense of needing to watch my back, and that sucks. But I always have to be hyper focused of what's going on around me, and hyper focused of what I'm wearing, especially if I'm going to church. Like, what other people can get away with, I cannot. And so it's just like, it comes with a responsibility, and then it's just a fact. Yeah, shaped like a duck. I can relate to that, but I'm gonna still work out in my hoochie daddy shorts. Listen, folks be staring at all crazy. I don't want the attention, no, I don't. Now listen, right after my divorce, I did. Okay, listen, I was queen of the wedgie leggings. Y'all know the one, and they be making you look like you're clapping when you walk. I wore a lot of them. I got rid of them. I don't wear them no more. But at the same time, right after my divorce, I think that people don't realize healing comes in waves, and it can show up in different ways. When I initially became single, I was sad. Then I went through a phase of anger. And then I went through a phase of, I, for lack of better words, I was kind of like in a man eater phase. I wasn't sleeping with them, but I treated men like toys. Okay? Like, y'all are here strictly for my pleasure and what I want. I wasn't using them or nothing like that. I wasn't nobody's sugar baby. But I did not care for them at all. At all. And I started going down a wrong path. And then next, I got that red hair. And I was kind of in the vixen era. I was not. I was in my vixen era. I was like, I was something. I was something. And then my friend called me and she's like, you going down a path that's not right. You need to start back going to church. I wasn't going to nobody's church. I wasn't going to nobody's prayer meeting. I prayed for my son's safety. After that, it was how do I say this? I'm going to say the letters. I'm not going to say the words. But there are some men that will say F, B, G, M. Put it together. That was my attitude, but not the B word. It was the N. I was not okay, honey. But thank God, I got myself together. I started back going to church, and then I got some mentorship, and God did a work in me, got me on the right path. But when I was in that phase, I was a monster. I remember one time, and this is how cool me and my ex-husband was. So how do I say this? We have a mutual respect for each other, right? We respect each other as co-parents and we respect each other as adults. I stay out your business, you will stay out of mine. Just know that if you're going out, give me my son. Likewise, if I'm going out, I give the baby to him. There was 1 week, I want to say 4 nights, I went on 4 dates with 4 different men. I didn't sleep with none of them, but when I say it was something. And when I say this wasn't no cheap, it wasn't no IHOP type of situation. I say that respectfully. I was something. I was something. Thank God I got myself back together, because baby, when I tell you, I was something. What a time. You have no idea what that means. The F is an expletive. The B was an expletive. The G is get. The M is money. That's the type of time I was on. I didn't care about no man. Like, I don't care about none of you. What is in it for me? That's the type of person I was. It wasn't. God has done work in me, baby. Because when I say, listen, she was city girl for real. She was city girl for real. But he's a wonder. Listen, she was something. But I got myself together. I used to. Now, I do think exclusively. Okay. I do think casual dating is okay. I think that if 2 people are not exclusive, they're free to do what they want. I have actually had to change of heart now. Because like then, like I told y'all, I was on like 4 different days a week. And it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then, hey, you take the weekend as far as the day. I was a mess. Now I'm not like that. There's only one person I actually like. The rest of them, I'm just like. I remember one time this guy actually told me, he was like, you don't like men. I was like, what you mean? He said, I can tell how you act. You don't like men. And I was like, well, I'm not a lesbian. I do like men. He said, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you ain't attracted to us. I'm not saying that you don't love us. But you do not like the male species. And at that time, I didn't. That was the hurt in me, though. That was the hurt in me. I don't like y'all. Because I know what y'all capable of. I don't like you. Like, no. That's how I was. I'm not like that now. I actually like y'all. I actually like men. I actually like y'all as humans. I actually don't think that y'all are heartless monsters anymore, that you lack emotions. I don't think like that anymore. Because I was horrible. Very girl boss energy. Very much that. Church girl was my anthem at that time. because right around the time that that song came out, I had just become single. And that song resonated with me. And I know a lot of people in the church don't like Beyonce because of what they believe her spiritual views are. I I'm not here for that. But I will say, and this is just being open and honest, that song helped me a lot during that time in my life, because I had went through so much at the hands of one person. And I say that with respect, but he was wilding and he know that. And so to just get myself back after that has been a journey, but it has caused me to be super confident in myself, to love myself in a way that is I never did before. Like I knew I loved myself, but it took me going through that and seeing what I was capable of as far as surviving and thriving and bouncing back. It just made me really cherish myself. And something that I talked about on Threads the other day that I'm still getting back to is my sense of humor. Y'all know I used to be wild, especially if y'all been following me since like 2018 to 2020. Y'all know my sense of humor is crazy. But I lost some of that, some of my childishness, some of my goofiness. Life took that from me, because it's like once you see how dark life can get, it's just like, oof. And so something that I've talked about is that I am trying to get back to my humor. Like, I saw a video and I said that I saw a video of myself in 2020 when I was in my craziest form. Like, y'all know I used to cut up and I didn't care what nobody said or nobody thought. I never cared. I just posted whatever I wanted to, right? And I'm not talking about just as a creator. That's how I was in life, right? And so, yeah, you missed the wild stage because I didn't post it. Listen, she is queen of let you think you know her and you really don't know jack doo-doo squat. I didn't post it. So, and that's one of the things people be thinking, just because somebody posted and going on, listen, she was out there. And so, but yeah, one thing that I found myself is I looked at a video of myself and that's what I'm getting to, funny girl Faye. I looked at a video of myself when I was real goofy, didn't care. I just said whatever. I didn't care how I showed up in the world, and it came off really goofy. But the thing was, life took me through a path that I lost my laugh. Like, the reason I was funny girl face because that's how I was in real life. Like, I don't get on the internet and try to pretend to be something I'm not. I was really crazy in real life. And so life took me through a phase where I lost my laugh. And so it's like, it's hard to make funny content when you don't have anything to laugh about. And so it's like, as I'm healing and as I'm growing, I am getting back to that. But I told like the people on Thursday, I was like, I found myself missing me. You understand? Like, the person I was before the darkness, the person who I was before I knew that life could be like that. Like, I miss being carefree. I miss being goofy. I miss that version of me. But what I'm finding is I might not never get her back. And I'm just learning to embrace who I am as I continue to grow authentically me. And so it's like, yeah, I still have a sense of humor. Yeah, I still cut up and I laugh. But at the same time, I'm not that girl no more. Life took it. And so it's like the way that I would just, okay, we finna just cut my hair off today. I don't be want to do that. I'm just not there no more. So yeah, I'm just in a new phase. We'll see what happens. Yes, they do. The internet is weird. Yes, it is. It's great to see you too, Deanna. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up because I missed some comments. I was not intending to be on this live this long. She took off the red hair and now she's clothing the right mind. You have no idea. You have no idea. Do I still do hair content? Not so much. Only because, like, right now I'm wearing a unit because I be in the gym. There's no products out that I want to try. There's no new techniques that I'm doing. So it's like, authentically, I don't have much to say. And then plus, like, the hair industry is kind of gone down so much so. Because, like, when the last time you went in Target, well, not even Walmart, when you went in the store and seen Allocate Naturals, or is it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff is just, the industry has changed, and so I'm learning to pivot with it. So I'll do hair content if I have something to say. It's just right now I don't. Glad things aren't up. Yes. I'm so mad I missed the wild stage, baby. Listen. You didn't want to know her. She was when I was in that phase, I was a totally different person. It's not that I was mean. I was selfish. And I didn't care about people's feelings. And I felt like I was I was I felt like I had the right to be that way because I felt like I had lost so much, been through so much, and life had hurt me so much that it was my turn to be selfish. And so I was not. You ain't want to know me then. um yes, I need help. I don't live in the US, so enlighten me as to why people are canceling Target. Girl, so it's the DEI stuff as far as like diversity and inclusion and things like that. They roll back on that, but the reason people are hitting back harder at Target than they are like Amazon or Walmart and things like that is because evidently Target had made additional promises that they ended up pulling back on. I think some of it, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, because Pastor Jamal Bryan actually has a website that rolls out the reasons why. But I believe it may have had something to do with funding surrounding the time that George Floyd died. They had made some promises and they rolled back on that, and so that's why a lot of people are just like, we ain't rocking with Target right now. I do miss Samantha. You and that bag had me rolling, but never let life steal your funny. We turn the pain into a laugh, even though we deal with it. I understand. But at the same time, it's like, and I said that in my intimate life update video, I do miss doing the Samantha stuff. I do miss doing hair content. But what made it funny was, for me, I did it because my people loved it too. When the people ain't laughing no more, it's time to move on. When the people are not watching no more, it's time to move on. And so it's just like, it's not hitting the same. And so that's why, like, I'm not gonna force myself to do something that I'm not necessarily enjoying, and then the people are not really there for it. Like, no. And so that's why I'm at Target pulled out on contract. Sometimes ain't nothing wrong with some selfishness. I've been there. The overcorrections are hurt when you feel like you gave a lot. Yeah, that was me. That was me. But now I'm back balanced. Okay, I still prioritize myself, my mental health, my spiritual growth. I prioritize the things that bring me joy, but I also don't disregard other people and not care how I'm making them feel and things like that. So I'm not the center of the universe, I'll say that. So yes, I don't know how this live became 52 minutes, y'all. I have no idea, but I'm going to leave it up. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, hold on. Are you back? Okay, cool. You have to be a little selfish because who's going to take care of you? Absolutely, you have to. And that's why I said I will always prioritize my health. Like right now, after I get done with this, I don't care if I have been on here longer than what I thought. I'm going to the gym, and when I come back, I'm going to go ahead and finish working. I have to secure my bag. But I prioritize myself, my spiritual growth, at things that bring me joy. But at the same time, I don't focus on only me. I make sure I also pour into others and their growth and things like that. I was getting ready to say something and I completely forgot. I don't know. Okay, so we are getting ready to record more podcast content, but I'm still trying to figure out the voice that we're going to have. And of course, when you start off new, you still kind of wiggling your way through it. So we're figuring out. Hold on one second. Answers more than I expected. Respected Queen, thank you for coming back to the light. Thank you so much. We're figuring out what we want to do because, of course, we are both faith-based people, but I also don't want to always be preachy, if that makes sense. I also want to have fun, so I'm just figuring out the next, what we're going to do as far as recording the next batch of episodes. We do it all kind of like in 1 or 2 days and then things like that, and then we'll come back. So more podcast content is coming. Eventually beauty stuff is going to come back as well. Hey, Miss Sonia. Hey, Lisa. Y'all, the healing room is Melissa from the podcast. Y'all say hi to my booth, okay? But yes, more podcast content is coming. We're still like, first of all, we had to replace the mics because I didn't realize when we were recording that the mics, we could not adjust the volume, so it picked up a little louder. Hey, Jessica. We have to replace the mics. We are doing some more. We're still doing topics. So if ever y'all have anything you want to see, definitely let us know. We're here for the girls. Like, I know a lot of podcasts right now, it's real easy to blow up if you talk about gender wars and relationships and stuff like that. We're not here for quick sound bites. We actually want to do stuff that is fun, but also is a blessing to people. So if you ever have a topic you want to see, definitely do that. Let's see. Okay, she said, did you pause the Monday morning prayers at this time? Thank you for asking that. So the reason I stopped was because my son got sick. So originally, the first Monday that I missed, I was out of town and I forgot to update you all that my flight was at 5:30 in the morning. So that's why I couldn't get on live. The next 2 weeks is my son was sick. So that's why I haven't. And so once he gets, well, now he's pretty much back to normal. So we can get back into it. But yeah, we will be doing that. For those that don't know, I have a faith-based channel that's 100% about faith. It's called Just Faith and Faith. And we pray on Monday mornings. But life and life. So you look forward to the process. Thank you so much. And again, if y'all ever have any topics y'all want to see covered, you are more than welcome to submit. Y'all, I didn't drink now. I miss Starbucks. I'll just say that. These nails do look good. Okay, so I'll tell you about a business deal gone wrong. These nails, I'll tell you who it's from. It is from BT Art Box. They wanted to work with me. But here's the thing. If I authentically post content that I want posted, cool. If you reach out to me and want me to post about you, I need you to have your coins in order. I'll just say that. Thank you. But yeah, and so they reached out. They wanted to work with me. I actually really do like the nails, but business is business, yeah. And so I'm not saying that I'll never do it in the future, but at the end of the day, I will give them their shout out. I did my nails myself with them, and I think they look good. Okay, so I have been on here way longer than what I anticipated. So I'm getting ready to go. I need to get this workout in. I need to get to the post office with the Champion Beauty orders. And again, I'm sorry for the delays. They are coming out. It's just I had to quarantine and heavily sanitize because I do not play about germs. You will not get an adverse effect fooling with me. Hey, sis. Wait a minute. Not all my sisters jumped on the live. Hey, Chandra. I was okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I love her. Today was fun. Thanks for giving us some of your time today. It was fun to actually reconnect with y'all and actually do it on live. Let's see. I need to make a phone call. I got to get my car worked on. So y'all, life be lifing. There better be water in that cup. This is coffee because I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to wean myself off of Celsius. Celsius is my crack. But this is water. You know what is trifling? When people will fill up a Stanley cup with soda. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Your urine is going to be dark. Oh, and that's another thing about me. If you ever get to know me personally and I love you, I will no, that's cold brew. It's not hot coffee. But I am someone, I care about your gut health. I care about what you're eating. And I care about the color of your urine. My ex-husband used to hate that because he would be using the bathroom and I would walk in. And I feel like that is an act of love. I would look at it and I would say, sir, that is too dark. You need water. And he would be like, Faye, get out of my business. But here's the thing. If we're married, your health is my business. So yes, if I love you, I will look at your urine. I'm not disgusted by that. Hey, Selena. I'm not disgusted by it at all. I'm going to look. And if you're dehydrated, I'm going to let you know. You need to do something about that. We're going to get you some liquid IV. We're going to get you some water, do a little Celtic salt or something like that. But your pee should not be dark. It should not be dark, and it should not have a smell. If it does, you're not taking care of yourself. And see, I've been sitting here too long. But yes, I am that girl. I care about your gut health. Have you been going to the bathroom? If not, let's get you some fiber. Okay, let's get you some fiber. Let's do something. But yeah, that's it. Okay, y'all, I need to get going. I need to call this man about my car. Y'all, I have to get my brakes done. Now I could take it to the shop, or I could take it to Big Unc. And Big Unc said, listen, I save you a lot of money. Just, throw me a little, little coin, little can. Okay, amen. That's what we doing. And so I need to call him and see if he can get my car done today. If not, we'll get it done. Okay. Hey, RJ87 SEL. You can find me. Okay, let me stop. Okay. I love you real too. Okay, y'all. I gotta go. Let me make this phone call, see if he gonna do my car today or tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye. I'm gonna leave this up too. Bye, y'all.